Hey y'all, day 9 check-in. All right, listen, we're going on 2 weeks, checking on ourselves. We are working on making a consistent habit of spending a few minutes saying, hey, where am I at right now? What do I need? Have I eaten? Have I drank? Am I sleepy? What am I doing, right? This is important because once you build the consistency in that muscle, then you can do whatever you want to do. You can make a regimen to work out. You'll prove to yourself that you're consistent as hell. And then you'll have the data from checking in on yourself, what kind of routines you need to create. What is it that you need? How can you set your future self up for success? All right. One of the things that I noticed too is that when you make a habit of checking on yourself, then you start to expand your thoughts of things that you could do to make your life and others in your life easier. Okay. One of the things that I just started last week was I'm always trying to get my finances together, right? But and I have like notes here, notes there, things I learned about this. And what I just did last week was I used AI to help me to organize a financial and real estate playbook. And that's gonna basically be something that I'm gonna give to my son in about 6 months because I'm just putting in everything that I wish that I knew, everything that I learned along the way so far, and over the next 6 months, whatever that looks like, whatever happens as far as what book I read, whether I purchase any property or on my way to purchase property, I'm going to put my tips and things that are beneficial in there because, yes, he'll have his own financial understanding, but I feel like this is something that was missing for me when I was coming up. I didn't have like, oh, here's all the things that I've learned and whatever. So I feel like that's something good for me to do. So I'm doing that. But as far as like my 5 pillars, the daily 5, hydrate, nourish, movement, rest, and reflection, I'm doing really good, right? I ate whole foods today. I did have a small chocolate chip cookie, but we ain't saying that we never eat no chocolate chip cookies. The majority of the day I ate well and I drank well. I drank a lot of water. I started my day with some ginger tea. Ginger tea is my favorite, okay? But yeah, so I've done good with that. And I'm most proud of myself for showing up every day. Today was a rest day for me as far as the workout goes. So all I did was stretch. I was going to take a walk, but every time that I was going to do it, it was raining. But I wasn't obligated to do that today. So I'm not mad. I didn't skip anything. But that's all this is about. All right. So I filled out my page for today. I get to see what my energy level is today. And I just wrote down like the answers to these questions. One of the questions today is, how do you handle hydration when you're traveling in meetings or off of routine? And that actually is what happened to me yesterday. So usually I take my Stanley Cup for the win, right? Fill it up before I go. Once I get to work, I can fill it up again. And, so on and so forth, right? So the goal is not perfection. The goal is not some extravagant routine. The goal is not even to add one more thing to your list. It's to just be intentional about the things you're already doing. Okay. That's it. All right. That's what the self-care check-in is all about. And we are on day 9. All right. I'll see y'all on day 10. But I want to remind you before I give you the reflection question that future you is dependent on the consistency of today you. All right. So don't let that person down. Don't let that future you down. All right. Now, the question of today that I want you to reflect on, I want you to write it down. You can answer it in the chat if you like, in the comments if you like, but I would like to know, have you had your physical this year? Because if you're making a consistent habit of checking on yourself, health matters as well. All right. What kind of doctor's appointments do we need to make? All right. Prevention is probably better, in my opinion, right? Go and get yourself checked out at least for a physical. All right. That's my TED Talk for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Get down in the comments and let me know, how are you doing? All right. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow on day 10.